Episode 1. In The Devil is a Part-Timer. Episode 1. The devil arrives in Sasuzuka. Satan is waging a war between his forces of darkness and the humans in a world called Ente Isla. Satan's forces initially push the humans back, but then under the banner of a new hero, the humans begin to win battle after battle. Finally, Satan is compelled to face off against the hero within his own castle. Seeing certain defeat, he flees with his trusted general Alciel through a dimensional portal. They emerge in the Sasuzuka region in Japan. As humans, lacking magical power, and penniless, the two of them almost immediately encounter the police. Episode 2. In The Devil is a Part-Timer. Episode 2. The hero stays at the devil's castle for work reasons. Emi, the hero Emilia from Ente Isla, confronts Sadao Maou with her blade. But since it's a dime store blade, the threat doesn't carry the impact she intended. After surveilling him and his loyal sidekick Hero Emilia, she demands a clandestine meeting with Sadao. She simply can't believe he's a diligent fast food employee who doesn't intend to slaughter his co-workers. Magical shots interrupt their meeting, and they're forced to flee together. Episode 3. In The Devil is a Part-Timer. Episode 3. The devil goes on a date with his junior in Shinjuku. Emi, while on the job manning a tech support line, receives a threatening call. Someone is out to get her and Sadao Maou, who continues to ask her for help at the worst times. Meanwhile, Chiho Sasaki continues to sense impending earthquakes, some of which are accompanied by voices. She reaches out to the only one she feels like she can trust, Sadao. Episode 4. In The Devil is a Part-Timer. Episode 4. The hero experiences human warmth. Emi is shocked that Sadao Maou uses all of the magical power he inexplicably gained during the earthquake to save people, to save humans. His actions challenge the core of her worldview. He's the devil, after all. Why is he doing that? After spending the night at a friend's house, Emi confronts Sadao with this question, and Chiho Sasaki arriving unexpectedly mistakes the confrontation for intimacy. Episode 5. In The Devil is a Part-Timer. Episode 5. The devil and the hero save Sasuzuka. Sadao Maou, Emi, and Hero Emilia learn the identity of their attacker, and it's an old acquaintance. That old acquaintance brought a friend along, and the friend's identity nearly breaks Emi's heart. How did they get to Earth from Ente Isla? How do they still have so much magical power, and why is one of them hurling Chiho Sasaki to the ground, from 10 stories in the air? Can Emi save Chiho before it's too late? Heck, will any of them survive this encounter? Episode 6. In The Devil is a Part-Timer. Episode 6. The devil climbs the stairway to school. Hanzo Urashihara, previously known as Lucifer, tells Sadao Maou and Hero Emilia that he has found a possible source of magic, a haunted room in a high school. It's attended by none other than Chiho Sasaki, who is pleased that she can take the lead and be their guide. But it's dark, and even Sadao is beginning to feel creeped out. Episode 7. In The Devil is a Part-Timer. Episode 7. The devil's budget is saved by neighborliness. A new neighbor, Suzuno Kamizuki, gives Sadao Maou a huge box of udon noodles, which Hero Emilia is delighted to receive since it'll save them a lot of money. Sadao is grateful, but he wonders why she is so stiff and formal. He also wonders why she gets along so well with Emi, maybe a little too well. While at a convenience store, Emi discovers that a common thief turns out to be anything but. Episode 8. In The Devil is a Part-Timer. Episode 8. The hero enters the fray. Chiho Sasaki tries to be more and more obvious about her feelings for Sadao Maou. Emi even seems to support her. But Sadao remains steadfastly ignorant, until Chiho puts her cards on the table in a way that even Sadao can't ignore. Suzuno Kamizuki asks for Emi's help shopping, where they discover that they had participated in a big misunderstanding. Now what will the hero and the church assassin do with each other? Finally, an existential threat to McRonalds enters the restaurant, and takes an unhealthy interest in Chiho. Episode 9. In The Devil is a Part-Timer. Episode 9. The hero experiences a fray. Emi's friend Rika Suzuki hears the hero and assassin Suzuno Kamizuki talking about Sadao Maou. Of course, Rika misunderstands what they're talking about and demands to visit Sadao right that minute so she can judge him for herself. They stop to talk strategy at Kentucky Fried Chicken and run into Hero Emilia while he was secretly surveilling McRonald's competition. Episode 10. In The Devil is a Part-Timer. Episode 10, the devil and the hero take a break from the daily routine. Sadao Mau receives an assignment to help his boss's friend at an amusement park, McRonald's. Chiho Sasaki volunteers, but they only need one worker, and the manager says she can't go. So Chiho improvises. She asks Emi to go with her on her own time. Suzuno Kamizuki, having overheard Hanzo Urushihara suggest that Sadao could recharge his magic at the amusement park's haunted house, tags along. Episode 11. In The Devil is a Part-Timer. Episode 11, the hero stays true to her convictions. The person who attacked Emi in previous episodes begins persuading Suzuno Kamizuki to focus less on her friends like Emi and more on her mission, which is to kill Sadao Mau. When Suzuno makes her decision and tries to convince Emi to join her, Suzuno encounters an unexpected source of resistance, Chiho Sasaki, who is not in the least bit intimidated by the assassin. Episode 12. In The Devil is a Part-Timer. Episode 12, the devil carries out his duties. Matsuki Saru tries to use torture to convince Emi to give him her celestial sword. As you can imagine, she's reluctant to cooperate. When Sadao Mau arrives and encounters a magical barrier, Matsuki sends Suzuno Kamizuki to intercept him. She's mortified when the first thing he does is take off his uniform. As an assassin, you think she'd be a bit less prudish. Finally, Olba Mayer escapes the police guarding him and finds Hanzo Urushihara, who he recruits to help him support Matsuki. Episode 13. In The Devil is a Part-Timer. Episode 13, the devil and the hero do some honest hard work. Both Chiho Sasaki and Emi have dreams about Sadao Mau, but that's about where the similarities end. Hero Emilia makes an unexpected request for leave and accidentally inflames Emi's suspicions. Has Sadao decided to take over the world after all, and Hiro is preparing the way? Is Emi just imagining things? And what was Matsuki Saru doing in the McRonald's freezer?